What did you see at WCSSRG Monday, May 11th? We're going to try to one-shot this and go through this again. Low tech. All right, Google doesn't like your children. Canvas got hacked. Microsoft says it's a feature, not a bug, and AI is continued to ruin recruitment. So Canvas is an educational software as a service platform that a lot of organizations have put their eggs into that singular basket. Apparently they got hacked, and the cybersecurity criminals or bad actors want some sort of payment. Ransom, right? So that's really kind of not what I'm here to talk about. I'm talking about everybody putting their eggs into that singular basket. It appears to have impacted universities, elementary schools, and everybody in between. So instead of having this as a distributed manner, meaning all of these individual educational systems make their own investment into their own infrastructure and incur that additional cost, they've decided to go the route of software as a service and rely on Canvas to provide that service, which regrettably has resulted in this cybersecurity ransom. In any case, this is, I guess, another argument for or against moving to the cloud in some aspects. From a financial perspective, it certainly makes sense, really, to move to the cloud. But every now and again, these type of events occur. This is why you really need to listen to your cybersecurity team when they say, hey, we should probably go out and audit, these folks to make sure that they're doing what they say they're going to be doing. It remains to be seen exactly how the hack came into place, but I think everybody in the world of .edu will be paying very close attention. Microsoft stores your Edge browser passwords in plain text in RAM. So while at rest and on the disk, yes, they're encrypted or wherever they're stored, probably in their cloud, someplace so you can access it from multiple systems. But as it gets pulled down and as it gets opened up in Microsoft's Edge Chromium-based browser, they're stored in plain text in RAM. So the consequence of this is that any application that has access to your system and therefore your RAM should be able to read your passwords plain text. Microsoft's comment on this is, if you've got that type of a problem where somebody's come in and is snooping around your computer, you've got bigger problems than us storing your passwords in plain text. My argument back is, Microsoft, you're a leader in this space. You should be setting the tone on what's acceptable, and this is not that. So we'll see who else is doing this. I'm sure that's the first domino to fall. We'll see what other browsers may or may not be storing data in an inappropriate manner. Artificial intelligence and recruiting. So I'm sure a lot of folks that are out there seeking jobs have leveraged AI to help enhance their job search and application process. There's a handful of organizations on the receiving end of this that maybe aren't able to keep up. I'll call out one, B1 Medicines. I reached out to them for comment. They had a position that had 1,800 applicants for the same job, and that same job kept getting reposted. And I don't know if that's just talent acquisition swimming in resumes, or maybe the guy or gal went on vacation and forgot to turn off the auto renew. I don't know. They haven't gotten back. But nonetheless, 1,800 applications for any job is absolutely ridiculous. For a job at a company with 5,000 people globally, seems a bit weird. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but if you take a look at B1 Medicines and their jobs that are currently posted, you'll see the range on LinkedIn from anybody or any position from 900 applicants down to maybe about 50-ish. So that may be more of a talent acquisition problem than anything else. All right, so Google AI hates kids, hates them. So listen to this. So in Google News, if you have the Android app, at least, there's a new feature down on the bottom right. You can say listen, and what it does is it puts up two AI voices that'll read through the topics of the news. And this happened a couple weeks ago, and I've noticed that the base of it doesn't seem to have been fixed. But when the AI voices read through the summarized news, the tone and inflection of the news sometimes gets a little bit wonky, meaning it'll put an upbeat tone on what it's reading. And a couple of weeks ago, tragically, a young boy, I forget exactly where, had lost his life. But the Google AI summary of that news article was super cheery. And, I think that we've got a long way to go when it comes to the ethics and morality of AI in general. And this is a case of where maybe Google is out a little bit too far ahead on their too far over their skis, and they really need to reel this back in and figure out what's going on. And again, I don't remember the specific article, but if I do remember it, I'll put it in the comments. And definitely my condolences to the family that lost their child on that one. But in any case, on that bright and cheery note, that was what did you see at WCSSRG, and I will talk to you again next week.